this is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. At their own 21-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. From the 24, Carr. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, 76 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. With it is Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Carr now on first down, sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there, leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They'll run with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From his end zone, it's Carr on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
He's going to go up top again. Well, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Jones has it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Carr going to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Mayfield on 1st down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 22, Mayfield. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think lose it.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Vegas. On first down, Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on second down. Carr flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Jacobs now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
On second down, Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And some room to run now. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They go with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running it with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered, yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 40-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Steps away. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Carr to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward,